All right, we can now pause the game whenever we want. When it's paused, we can move around, do anything, except we can't thrust and rotate. Made sure to fix that issue. Unpause at any time. So this is the prerequisite for getting the escape menu working. Pause. Let me think about this. Okay, I got this. Oh yeah. But yeah, and then it works fine. You can like pause when you're speeding up here. Everything's working nice there. We can enable teleport. I had an issue with this where we couldn't click the shapes, but I fixed that as well. So nice. Got a bunch of refactoring done under the hood, and the project is a lot more clean now. It's going to be much easier to work with, which is pretty awesome. I got this general hook implemented that lets me decorate methods that we define in multiple places, and then we can put all like the menu stuff in its own file. I don't need to mess with the main draw function because that one's gonna this is one is automatically gonna be called by the main draw function. So we have like a bunch of these, right? And then we can set the order number on them if we want. Otherwise, they all have default order of 0, whatever. We don't even need the decorator. Um, that's all done by a shared class in here. We have the serializing being done there, cooldown there, and hooks here. It's shared by the views and the shapes, by the way. And here's the hooks one with the order decorator there. We have these basic menus started. So this one is for like the main menu. When you press escape is the default key. It's really clean how we have the keybind in the same file here. And we got something started for the context menu. This is when we right click, either like a shape, or if we right click an empty space, maybe we can like create a shape for now. Here's how it looks in game. Right clicking, get some options there, pressing escape, and we have a flag here that lets us automatically pause the game when we press escape. I made a general menu class for us. This way we can clean up the previous mess that was the main menu and the context menu, so we're using that now. And then we have some extra logic for when the view uses the menus, so we can keep track of which ones are open and not. And then we make both menus use these methods. So menu open right there. And this way we can keep track of the hierarchy. It's not really a hierarchy. But anyway, so if we right click now, we get the context menu, and we can click escape to close it, click escape to get the main menu, click escape to remove that again. Then we can go into deeper menu. This is, oh, and now the game is not paused anymore because we're not in the direct main menu. Should fix that. But anyway, if we press escape now, we go back to the main menu and then back to the start. That's pretty funny. So it's paused now, and now it's not paused, and now it's paused. Anyway, so in our paused property, we can now update this to check for if the main menu exists in the open menus or not. Before it was this one, so if it was shown directly, then we pause. But now we do that, and this is our new speed subclass, inherited by the game view. This is just one of the nice refactoring. So now we have all the speed stuff here in one spot. I have the keybinds here to change the speed, and also pausing with the space there. Let's make sure it's paused when we go into the sub menu. It is really good. Notice we can still click around there. So I wonder if I can stop the propagation in a nice way, because I don't want to edit every single keybind function. That seems to work nice. And also notice we can right click to activate the context menu here. But now, since the main menu was open and I press escape, we go back to that one. So pretty nice, pretty fun side effect of having a general solution like this. But should probably do the same thing there, not allow right clicking if in the main menu or something. I've spent some more time cleaning up the menu code. So now this is once again our main menu code. It's much cleaner now. Before I used to have all the reusable menu logic here, but that's moved to this menu class I showed. So now we have this concept of a submenu. So we connect the submenu to the parent menu both ways. That way when we close the submenu, we know to open the parent menu and such. We got a generalized close button that we put on all menus now. A bit annoying here with these widgets. We have to remove them and then add them. We can't insert buttons, I think, but that's fine. We can work around it. And we also implemented an enabled method for all the keybinds. So this is the default one. So we're just saying if the main menu is opened. We also have shown, that's if it's actually shown, but if it's opened, it's still going to be true if we're inside a submenu, like the settings I showed. But this can be overridden. So for example, here for the toggle menu keybind, the escape key, we let this always be usable. But then this also lets us make some better implementations for like controlling when to be able to thrust and such, because we can't do that when it's paused. So then we can create better classes that we can reuse for stuff like that. So that has some nice potential. But for now, let me show you this. So going to the main menu with escape, we can see the close button and it works there. Unpauses the game. We can go into settings, also has a close button, and that also works with the escape button. We can no longer right click to open the context menu. We can't do anything. I'm clicking around there since the main menu is open. We can open a context menu, and this one still needs some more work because I can click. Oh no, but I think I'm gonna let this be opened. I'm thinking always we could also be able to pin these similar to Kerbal Space Program, so we can like open multiple of these. So like right clicking multiple parts, multiple like rockets or whatever. You can keep a bunch of context windows opened. This hook order is really nice too. So for the context menu, we set the order to 1. And it's really easy to set the hook order to 2 for the main menu, so we make sure it draws that on top. I have extended the menu with some file saving and loading. So let's take a look. We can now press escape and click save. And can go back, do whatever, and then escape and click load. And then we see all the save files. You click that one, and then it's loaded. So then let's make a different save. Maybe when we are over there, about to land, save, try the landing. Oh, no need for a quick save there. Well, let's try it anyway. There we go. Really nice. So the camera settings aren't part of the serialization yet. So when we save there, it's gonna turn off the gravity camera. We're now one step closer to sharing the first version. I added support for text widgets as well as the button one there that we had previously. And then in the context menu code, I've added, where is it? Here. We get the position of the mouse and we look at the shape that's there. And then we simply add a text widget with the name of the class. And I added some styling as well. So here's how the main menu looks now. Very cool. And then I can right click and then we get the circle there. And then here it's nothing. So now we can actually like add some options, like for the sandbox mode we can like delete stuff and things like that. It's really coming along. All right, we actually have some functioning context menus now. So depending on where you click, if you click on nothing, you get the create menu. Clicking on a shape, you see the shape's type and you get some options. So we can like delete this rocket. And yeah, this is one issue I want to fix when it goes off the screen. But let's right click here and create a rocket. Pause the game because it's currently falling. But then we can right click this one, make orbit. Very nice. We can like fly around with this, make it orbit inverted there. We can send it to the surface. Ah, this is so cool. So yeah, I feel like these are gonna be some like just debug menus maybe. Let's try adding a planet, shall we? So maybe something to the biggest one here. We can add a medium one. Oh, that's really small. This is gonna be falling if we speed up time there. But then we just make orbits. Very nice. And then whoa. Oh, I have the gravity camera on. That's why it was rotating weird. Let's try adding a smaller one to this one. Now that's gonna be. Oh, that's captured. It's too close to the sun, so it's orbiting that one now. There we go. Hell yeah. That's fun. I wonder how close the sun is to taking it. Let's increase the orbit of it. Oh, that's the wrong way. I want to add an indication so we can see which way the planet is looking, because yeah, it's really hard to see. Oh, yeah, it's lost. But yeah, very fun stuff. Delete the sun, why not? Cool. I used to have this one issue, it was really annoying. Like when I go sideways and I thrust and rotate at the same time, I couldn't figure out why I'm facing through the freaking ground. Like if I just rotate, it acts perfectly, I think. But I just found the issue. I had been setting the friction to 3, but I think this isn't supposed to go over 1. And now it's freaking perfect. So that's really nice to have fixed. I was pretty worried about that one. I've got this slightly rotating planet. We can control this with A and D, just like the rocket. Then hold control to slow it down. Let's create a rocket. Let's make it orbit. And then I've updated the move to surface function to use the speed at the surface. So if it's rotating, we match that speed. Alright, I think the game is now ready for its first prototype release. I just want to get this out there, make sure that whole process is working, making an executable file out of it and sharing it, maybe getting some more feedback, linking to the YouTube videos. I want to share it on itch.io for free. Like the end goal is getting this on Steam, right? But we're a long way to there. And I just want to get people to get a feel for the current state of the engine. See if they have any feedback and just play around with it. I've got the whole game packaged up neatly into a single executable. Very cool. This is all working fine, and then if you save, we get a folder with the save right there, where the executable lives. And that works great. Probably not the best save. Alright. And we now have the game uploaded to itch.io. So now anyone can download it for free just to try it out. I got some basic instructions here. And you got all the controls. Well, most of them anyway. And I'll leave a link in the description.